Greetings. Happy Thursday. I'm the Moon Mama. How are you all doing today? I am, wow, there's so much going on in my world right now that is profound that I am a little taken aback. I am experiencing prayers being answered that I have been praying for my entire life. And the prayers are not being answered in the way I wanted them to be answered, but that doesn't fucking matter. They're being answered because I'm aware of it. I'm aware of realities that I prayed for to begin to unfold, and they were beginning to unfold. Or realities that I sensed, and all of this is an interesting conversation now because one of the things that I do is I study spirituality and practice spirituality and study the cosmology and all of that and how this place really works. What does it mean to be a human being? How do we really create realities here? What's going on? And in my studies, I've discovered that, what we do here in the West is against nature. It is against the order of nature, which is why we're having all of these problems in the world right now. Because we are not aligned with cycles. We're not aligned with cycles. And so we don't do, like, for instance, in the winter, we should rest like animals rest. We should take the time to rejuvenate ourselves, to sleep more, to dream more, and we don't. And because we don't do that, we are out of a natural cycle, and so our energies run in this way that's just unnatural, and so we're not able to really be who we are here to be as earthlings because we're out of alignment with the earth's natural rhythms. But the moon work and astrology, all of that stuff easily brings you back into alignment when you just start to understand the cycles and, align your life to it. Simple things like you cut your hair, after the new moon, or there are things you do. You plant your plants, you eat certain ways and you just become more aligned to nature. And, as I have understood that and started practicing that and then started holding my intentions and things like that, the energies begin to recalibrate. And what I'm beginning to see now is desires and things that I have had. I always have been able to see those things, but now more than ever, I'm seeing things just manifest because I'm in alignment with nature. And so my family is having an incredibly healing experience. I've talked about my family. Okay, yes, I have. But so what you guys don't know is I come from a family. We're from Lake Charles and, the South. And my family was a family of ministers and we owned mortuaries, you know. Um, and so there was a lot of magic in my family. There was a lot of herbalism and, it was just natural. It was just what it was. A lot of us grew up that way. Black people, and so as I am doing my work to come back to my natural way and live the way the women in my family lived 100 years ago or before slavery, you know, the energies are starting to meet me in this way. And so my family is having an awakening, and like my whole entire family is like having an awakening. It's profound. It's profound. And what I know is that is the promise for Black people in this country, because as we came outside of that 400-year agreement, what we call slavery, it was an agreement, it was a contract to build out the new world because nobody else could do it. Nobody else could do it. Nobody else had the strength, the fortitude, the power, the spiritual essence to build out the new world. So we did it, and now we get our power back. But we have to do the work to get our power back. We have to do the work to reclaim ourselves, and we have to claim ourselves out of this world that is void of nature or going against natural order, and bring ourselves into natural order, and then our power is restored. Our gifts, our talents, our natural ways of being are restored. And we're so far away from it, we don't even know what it is. But we're exhausted, we're tired, we're lonely because we're out of our power, we're out of our alignment. We're unhappy, all of that sort of stuff. But many of us are starting to feel something else. And I just want you to know is that it's real. It's real. And, it feels crazy making and all, it has for me, but it's real. And the astrology has been telling it. Like I said, we're at the end of times. A couple of days ago, I said that. This is a really real time. So, with that, I encourage you, come join the Pluto retrograde class to help restore your personal authority, to go back and look through your life, and spirit will help you. This is a spirit-led thing. This is a divinely led thing. So you don't have to struggle or strive. That's why the classes are only $66, because shoot, I don't want your money, I want you to get free. Because you're better off for all of us if we wake up, right? So this is not about this is about restoring ourselves. And once we begin to restore ourselves, we see that we own the energy, or we don't own it, but we can manipulate it and do all these things with it. And you don't need to be in this rat race. This rat race is ridiculous. That was my thing. I was like, God, I am not going to be in this rat race. I refuse to be in this rat race. There's a book called Hope for Flowers. See if you can find it. It's a beautiful little book, and it's about these caterpillars that are in the caterpillar rat race, and one of them leaves and it's like, this is too much, I'm not going to do it, and becomes a butterfly. And then she comes back to find her friend, and she gets him out of the rat race to say, hey, look at what we can do over here. There's something else available. This is not the only thing. So get out of the rat race. And the classes that I teach will help you get out of the rat race and find yourself and, be able to get clear. I was talking to a friend of mine today. I talk to so many women regularly who are like, I'm lonely, I'm lonely. You're lonely because you don't have a relationship with spirit. Your spirit. Yourself. You don't have access to your power, your magic. Because when you have power and magic in your life, you will never be lonely. There's nothing to be. There's so much awe here. There's so much beauty. There's so much majesty. There's so much goodness. And it's hard to believe because everybody's struggling and all this sort of stuff and COVID. But I'm telling you, there's another reality within you. And you can have it if you want it. Okay, so today's a Jupiter day, and Jupiter is about expansion and blessings and faith. And this is what I'm talking about. At the core of what I'm talking about is Jupiter. Jupiter is at the 29th degree of Aquarius. Jupiter in Aquarius at the 29th degree is like a master degree. And it really is, what is your blueprint? Who are you really before you believed in this shit? Before your ancestors came here and gave up being whatever they gave up being. And before your ancestors came here and were put in chains, there was something. None of this is a mistake. Nothing. It's never a mistake. But you have the codes inside of you. It's in your blueprint. It's in your DNA. And so, today is a day to be asking, who, what is this? Who am I? Who am I? That's the question. Who am I? And then the moon is at the 19th degree of Pisces, and the 19th degree is service, and Pisces is the collective. And what is your service that you're doing for the collective? Because here's the thing. We cannot change the world if we don't change ourselves. You really do have to fucking be the change you want to see. I know it's so repetitious. It's everywhere. People say, oh, but it's true. You got to be the change. And guess what? All you have to do is change your mind. Change your mind about something. Change the way you relate to yourself. Decide that you're beautiful. Decide that you want to be happy. Decide that you don't want to be in the rat race. Decide that you are going to give up your ancestral patterns that are, negative. Decide that you are going to transmute yourself in some way. This is how you do it. This is how you serve humanity, is by changing your own heart. There's no other way to do it. There is no fucking other way to do it. You have to change your own heart. And when you do that, you will be of great service to all of us. thank you. Thank you. Thank you for changing your heart. Thank you for changing your mind. Thank you for changing your attitude. Thank you for changing your frequency. Thank you for changing your life. Thank you for changing your family. Thank you for changing the way you think. Thank you for changing how you feel. Thank you for changing it because it matters to us all. It is a pebble, like that, a pebble that goes into a pond, and the ripple effect. We are all impacting one another. Change your life, change your mind, change your thinking. It matters. The 19th degree is the collective. In Pisces, it's the collective. The one little thing you do, the one little thing you do will make a significant difference for us all. And so with that, I love y'all. I have so much going on right now. This is just like I have been praying for this stuff all of my life, and my family is having a massive awakening right now. And it's subtle, though. That's the trippy part. It's subtle. It's subtle. And I'm so in awe and I'm so grateful and I feel so blessed because I know this work works. I know that when we heal ourselves, we heal the generation 7 going back and 7 going forward. I know it's true. I'm experiencing it. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.